Room 318. All right, welcome to Room 318.
What are some small victories y'all have reached?
Three hours later.
Can't tell you.
Well, little baby neck got stronger. Show me your neck muscles. Yeah. But for real though, he did. His neck got stronger. At one point he was like getting out the bed a lot more, but he kind of got lazy again. But you know, we back up. Right?
Right.
That's a small victory. Because you don't really get sick that much when you get in your chair anymore.
Not as much.
If they said small, they would say giant.
I don't like that question. I'm going to have to beat that out.
Okay, great. Next.
Yeah. We're going to talk about this. Yeah, we're going to talk about this.
Okay. Do your parents support your decision?
Miss Sheila, right?
Stop. Do your parents support your decision to support Howard on this journey? So, okay. When this first happened...
Nah, you know what her dad told me I was a corny.
Stop.
Her dad told me I was a corny.
Stop. Listen, seriously. When this first happened and I was like telling my mom about it, she didn't really... It was hard to explain it to her, like why I was like so like hurt and like crying and stuff, because I didn't really tell her about Howard before this. So like, she like, oh, it's just your friend. So she like, why you acting like this? And I was like, it was hard to explain because at the time we was like just friends, but we was like a little more than friends, but we was just friends. You want to tell the story?
Go ahead.
Alright. So then like more recently, she came down here for a visit. And she was just kind of like that she didn't know what to say or how to talk to Howard because she didn't want to say the wrong things or make him feel no type of way or nothing like that. Because I mean, for somebody who doesn't deal with him on a regular basis to come in and just like see him like this, they don't really know what to say or like what might make him feel bad or anything like that. So it was kind of hard for her to deal with. So she used to always be like, you know, like, are you sure this is what you want to do and stuff like that. But more recently, she watched another YouTube couple who are like inner-abled, which so the guy is in a wheelchair, but he has upper body mobility, and the girl is
This is occupational therapy.
yeah. And so she kind of got to watch their videos and see how they like live their life like through his like situation, and she realized that like, you know, it's normal and you can still live life normal. Like you can still have kids, you can still travel, you can still do everything, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what you got to say about my mama?
Sheila, I hope you watching this. Yeah.
Mama, he was talking about you.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yep.
What made Howard know that he wanted to make you his slave? I can't answer that one, little buddy.
Well, it sure wasn't her breath because
Oh my
right,
God, why
yeah,
would you say that?
But nah, I mean,
Play all the time.
all right, stop talking.
No.
Phew. Well, I tell you.
He's so annoying. He the one that don't get his teeth brushed. Yeah. Keep playing.
That she said. But anyway, so like, you know, like I said, she been here with me since day one, and you know, I kind of seen that like, you know, everything that she was doing was genuine. But of course, before this situation, Like, I'm normal. I'm a normal person. I'm walking around. Anybody gonna wanna be with this cute face, but
Ooh.
But it takes a real one to want to hang around and deal with somebody being in this type of situation.
Oh, what about when you was online? Because I was still.
But I mean, I was normal then. But
Yeah,
me
but
being in this situation, they know a lot of people ain't gonna want to deal with that. Just
Everybody
like
don't want to deal with you coming home.
like being like this.
No, I'm talking about when you was online and when we, like, before this happened, like, I was still taking care of you. Even though you was still tricking.
Out here.
Tricking.
Out here, yeah. But
You
yeah.
think that's cute.
But yeah. So when you see who the real ones is on your team, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta ride with it. And she connected with my mom, my dad, and my sister. Pretty much my whole family throughout the situation. So, it kind of made it a little bit easier to kind of make my choice. Because I could have went with anybody. Anybody could have just went with anybody,
Oh, yeah, because, yeah.
But I prayed about it, And, I think I got the right one.
You should have told him how I was the only one that made you happy every time I came to see you.
But you really was the only one that came to see me when I was in Atlanta.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
Stop lying before I start telling everybody that came to see
Like,
me.
consistently?
I didn't say that. I didn't add consistency.
Okay.
You did that. I just said
I'm telling him.
who came to see you, period. Period. So, every time I came to see him and he was sad, he got happy. Tell the truth.
Because I was going through a lonely stage.
Oh,
at that
wow.
time.
You know what? I'm taking back all my time that I spent with you.
Nah, she did make me happy, though.
You mean, if people was asking me these questions, I would tell the truth.
I am telling the truth, not about you, so help me God.
I'm going to show y'all our text message thread. It reads a little different. Was there initial backlash from people? Yeah, I bet. So, yeah, there was backlash because, like he said, when he first came home and even before he came home, when he was still sedated, honey, everybody just wanted a piece of this cake. I'm telling you. But, no, for real though, seriously, like, every person that he ever dealt with, I feel like, I mean, I might be over exaggerating a little bit, but they felt like, he was theirs. And, me, I was just there for support. And I was trying to be there for my friend because, like I said, we was genuinely, like, really good friends. So, regardless of any other situation, like, I was going to be there for him regardless. But a lot of people couldn't take the news very well because they felt like they should be where I am in his life and in his little heart. And in his little heart. But, I told him since the first day I met him I was going to be the realest female he ever met. But I guess he ain't believe me. You believe me now? No?
Yeah.
Alright, bet. Alright, you can go now.
Backlash.
No.
I ain't got no those. But initial backlash, I mean, I wouldn't say, people was like, we was like real good friends before like we got together. So like, I guess being that people knew and always seen us together, like before the situation happened and before we got together, it was like, okay, well, they just good friends, da da da. But not then when we finally like made it official, everybody felt like they was like confused or wanted to have like something to say about it or whatever like that. But I mean, essentially a lot of people really couldn't really have like too much room to say anything because they're not here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she was here, she went through training. You know what I'm saying? You know, she get along with my family, especially my sister. My sister don't like nobody, and she clicked with my sister just like easily. So you know what I'm saying? It just, like I said, her being here and her doing what she did, like out of respect of being a friend, like made it much easier for me to make my decision. Cause everybody else just wanted to, wanted to be with me, and I'm like, okay, it's not that easy, you feel me? But her, she was just like, okay, I'm here as your friend or whatever. Like if you ever need anything, like she was my friend first before anything. So you know what I'm saying? Just yeah, don't cry.
That was the sweetest you ever been. Anyway. See, that's what you get for trying to be funny.
All right, good.
Alright. Has he started to regain movement? Yeah, you just seen it.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
That's all I gotta say. Next question.
You can tell him about your neck. You used to not be able to move your neck.
I had a neck brace on.
Y'all, when it first happened, he was paralyzed from the ears down. So he couldn't feel nothing up here, or he couldn't move this. And now he can feel this, and he can move all this. He can neck roll too. He just be trying to act shy. Do it.
You know, there's a time and a place for everything.
Oh.
And right now, it's not the time.
Okay. I'm gonna make him neck roll, y'all.
I'm an Omega man, not a Q dog. Remember that.
Has your relationship with God as a couple become stronger? Praying specifically. That is such a relevant question because I know, like, for me, I prayed a lot, and like in 2018, like I started to like try to like seek my faith in God more. So I started going to church more, and then like experiencing this situation with Howard. Like I used to pray all the time. Like I used to pray verbally. I used to write prayers. I used to think prayers. I used to sleep prayers. Like I prayed so much. I never prayed that much before in my life. So it brought me so much closer to God. And then
What?
talk about you.
I mean, me. I played drums in church. You know, I sung in church occasionally.
Give him some of your vocals right quick.
Nah,
Alright.
can't do it. But yeah, so I wouldn't say I was the most religious person, but I was very, what do you say, spiritual. You can say it.
He's so annoying.
But yeah, so like with this situation, like when everything first happened, the only thing I wanted to listen to was gospel music. God dog, hold on. You gotta cut this out. Alright, so when everything first happened, only thing I really wanted to listen to was gospel music or whatever. And so when the situation first happened back in March, like I was like very in denial about like what happened. So I was always praying like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and then everything will be back to normal. But that's just not like how, like, you know, reality works for real. So recently, like I think it was like, was it this week that you said that? Probably
Well,
this past
it was
weekend?
like one of my New Year's resolutions.
So
I mean, not a resolution, but like just a goal.
One of her goals for the New Year's 2019 was like before we go to bed, or before she go to bed, if she here, if she's gonna get mad at me and go home or whatever,
Stop.
is to say a prayer before we close our eyes and go to sleep or whatever like that.
Our prayers together, because we both pray separately. But for 2019, I just feel like we need to pray together before we go to bed. Like, especially just being in a relationship now, because, you know, God got to be that third strand on that cord, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all for the questions.
Yeah.
We love y'all. We appreciate the support. See y'all next time.
King Hustle signing out, baby. Yeah.